Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Stellaris. Well, I'm going to be playing through a campaign of Stellaris as the Roman Empire, the space Roman Empire. Now, here's the thing. I've started the campaign already, and I've played through the first 10 years, I think, or so. And the reason I've done this is basically, well, as follows. The first episode in any Let's Play series on the internet, really, not just mine, tends to be the one that gets the most attention, the most popular one. That said, it also tends to be the most boring one when it comes to Stellaris, because it's the one where you design your empire and you basically scan Alpha Centauri, and that's about it, and it's always Alpha Centauri, right? Well, in this case, I've decided to skip through the first 10 years, which have been basically the same as far as Stellaris is concerned for the last N amount of years. The only thing that's changed is that now the starting solar system is fully scanned. That's about it. You start with 3 ships, a science ship and a construction ship, and that's about it, right? Well, I decided to skip forward a little bit, and let me show you a peculiar bug. This is too big to fit into there, so the icons are a little bit glitchy, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. The government is as follows: a fanatically militarist authoritarian government. I was thinking about going spiritualist or materialist, but honestly, a space Roman Empire would be a little bit of both, right? They would be materialist in exploiting all the resources and, being slavers and whatnot. And they would be spiritualists as well, being, pagan or Christian or whatever, probably pagan, but, whichever pagan part of the Roman pantheon you would take, or with whichever stage, be that the original, Roman mythology and gods of Mars and Jupiter and so on, or the Lux Eterna later down the line, they would sort of have an element of spiritualism. So I decided to skip out on both and go with fanatic, militarist, and authoritarian. The starting civics are slaver guilds and cutthroat politics. I think it's fairly obvious, no need to really explain why that is so. We also have our ruler here, and for a female heir, it's the crown princess. And I can actually change that, and I've just realised. Caesarea? Right? And you can actually rename. Okay, that's a new feature. See, I haven't played Stellaris in a while. Let me unpause here as we continue. So what I've done is I've nothing. I've built this on Earth, and I've taken the first. Oh, maybe I should have shown this. I did take the expansion policy first, but I mean, you've missed out on literally nothing. I didn't want to redo basically this entire thing and all over again, but plus I got a really nice spawn next to the Galactic Core, so yeah, there you go. Or at least I like it. If there's not a huge empire right next to you, it's a pretty damn decent spawn. So, at any rate, that's a new feature for me. I haven't played Stellaris in a while. Last I played was when Megacorp just released, or a little bit after its original release, and to be honest, it had its ups and downs, and that's my, way of saying I didn't really like it. I did, sort of. Not really, though. It wasn't bad, but the focus on economy and the amount of stuff that it... or the way it changed the game at the time felt a little bit too much. Megacorporations were not really my thing. They focused too much on an economy, much less on conquest and slavery and purging and annihilation and so on and so forth, and that really wasn't my thing. So I didn't enjoy Megacorp that much, and I took a break from the game for, I don't know, a couple of months, and, right, well, a few updates later, and the game seems to have struck more of a balance between all the fighting, killing, and whatnot. and patrolling against pirates and building up the economy. At least more so in my modest opinion. So, with all that being said, let's go over to the species. So, continental preference, traditional. I'm using a righteous, that's alright. Traditional, strong, conservationist, and decadent. Why these traits? I honestly don't know. Strong was fairly obvious because, the Roman legions, so on and so forth. Right, great, terrific. Plus, resource output is phenomenal. Great. Pop consumer goods upkeep lowered basically to me means the plebs are still the plebs, right? And that sort of social hierarchy of whatnot, because members of this species believe that resources must be conserved and recycled. Not necessarily. I mean, that's if you read the flavor text, but the reality of it is they use less toasters. This isn't literally a toaster, but they're called toasters in Hearts of Iron, so I'll go with that nomenclature here as well. It basically means they use fewer toasters. So yeah, I interpret that slightly differently. And what about the last one was traditional? Well, fairly obvious. They've kept the same sort of ethos and empire for thousands upon thousands of years. If that doesn't make them traditionalist, I don't know what does. Though the Roman Empire did change quite a bit through the years, I suppose everything does, doesn't it? But hey, be that as it may, let's go and build another starbase. Running low on influence, but hey, never mind. I will actually take a look at policies as well. So purging, we can't straight up murder species. We can displace them. Slavery obviously allowed. Workers, yada yada yada. This is all right. Initial border status, we're going to close that. Yeah, not too fond of that. First contact protocol, aggressive makes sense to me, because we're still not sure if there's anyone in... if we're alone in the universe or not. Which we might be, you never know. Okay, it wouldn't be much of a game if we were alone in the universe, but, But that would be... I mean, that is a sort of interesting idea, isn't it? Have a game, strategy game or whatever, where you're alone in the universe. So what do? Well, you would expand, deal with politics and stuff and stuff like that, and then revolt, civil war, stuff like that. It's one of those ideas that sounds good on paper. When implemented, might not be that great, but you have plenty of strategy games where you don't do any fighting. So I don't know. Might be a thing for the future, or some game developer to consider for in the future. At any rate, let's build up our fleet a little bit more. Let's say another pair of ships. A Parthia class. What? No. Okay. What? Oh, I'm building construction ships. Jesus. Alright. That's same difference, though. Okay. Let's go over to ship design. And honestly, my favorite part of the game. Do I not get to redesign? Hold on a minute. Used to be, long time ago, back when Jesus was still among the living, that you could redesign construction ships. Turns out we might not be able to do that anymore. Can rename the ships themselves, but yeah, alright. So this is a Cassus class? No. Don't do that. Don't auto-generate either. Anguius, Tubertus, Cursor, Ruffius, Bruce. No. You know what? We're gonna do it. How shall we do it? So let's do like legionary, centurion. Legionary, Decanus, centurion, legatus, Caesar, Augustus, emperor, whatever. All right, so legionary. Gonna be the legionary class. I'm gonna delete this because they're the exact same, and I'm gonna upgrade them later. Is there anything else I want to change? Not really. Okay, now this means I need to upgrade the entire, and it's gonna cost 10 alloys. Yeah, not too bad. Just to, basically 10 alloys for what? Just scraping off the previous name and painting on the new one. I suppose fair enough, right? Good. So that's how we're going to do the naming convention. As far as the other names are concerned, for like characters and stuff like that, I will take from the viewers actually if you're interested in like having your own. I wouldn't recommend going for a general or a scientist because they tend to be mortal most of the time. So if you want something that lasts a bit longer, try a ship. As odd as that sounds, because yeah, ships tend to get destroyed every now and again. But you know, a fleet or a planet or something like that. Now, then again, even those are not indestructible. But you know what I mean. Like something along those lines, I think would go better. But I will take names from the viewers. Other than that, it's just going to be the default SPQR naming scheme or naming name list from the game itself. So Alpha Centauri is Colonia Augusta. This is Roma. Is it not? Wait, it's just Earth. No, it's all Rome. It's all been. It's all the city of Rome now. The entire planet is just the city of Rome. Which, I mean, if you think about it, it's not completely untrue either. We do have an L gate here, which is lucky. Kind of, I suppose. Depends on where we find the other ones. But yeah, okay. We have unemployment here, do we not? Yes, we do. So, what do we want to build here? They have some amenities, however you prefer. For now, so they don't need much in the way of this. Stability's doing all right. Well, we could do with. So basically, the thing is, we're not building a city district, are we? Because how much housing do they have? And do they even have housing? Is the question. No, they have zero housing. Well, they have three, and three's being used up. So, hmm. Oh, but these do provide housing in another, or by themselves rather. Okay, let's go with a generator district then. It'll provide some jobs and some housing for the future. As far as our capital is concerned, that's all right. And there is no corporation. Actually, what? Only empires with corporate authority can establish branch offices. All right, good. So I don't need to worry about that. Is it, or is stability in Rome a little bit of a? No, the base is 50. All right, that's fine. We'll go up to speed 3 because there's not much to do, even with the initial start of the game being skipped. And we shall see. All right, traditions available. Oh, I completely forgot. I picked up Discovery as well. I did two in expansion and one Discovery. And now I'm thinking about increasing. Ooh, I don't know. Shall we complete one of these and go for the first ascension perk? Because first ascension perk is obviously going to be. Oh, there are a few new ones actually that I haven't played around with before, but it's probably just going to be technological ascendancy, because I always go with that one because it's the best one. I mean, the other ones aren't bad as well. They've been sort of reworked and then polished on and off, but, you know, Edict Duration, nah. Shared Destiny, eh. Colossus Project, alright, these are the late game ones, but okay. Let's go with Reach for the Stars. Because we are running low on influence, and I would like to keep expanding, so I suppose immediately it is somewhat useful. This is a very, very nice system. And I do want to build a colony ship as well, because there is a planet to be colonized in Sirius and in Till as well. And in the meantime, just speed 3 it away. Now, also, some of you might be coming from the CK2 playthrough onto here. And, you know, if you're not, then the following isn't going to make much sense to you, but I couldn't get it to work. Yeah, I just couldn't fix it. So essentially what happened, for those that don't know, I did a CK2 run with a Polish Duke and had a Slavic Union campaign and all that. And I damn near formed the Slavic Union. I had just a few more provinces here and there to take, and I was well good. Like, a couple more episodes, we'd be grand. Monthly Unity +2. Unity, not influence. Okay. This is good, but we're not going to get slaves yet, so let's do it. Let's do unification. So yeah, basically it was all well and good, and then the save game got corrupted, and I just, for the life of me, couldn't figure out what's wrong with it. I tried, and the game just kept crashing after a certain date. No matter what I did, the game just refused to work with me. You know, it just kept doing its own thing, and oh well. Sad as that is, we now have Stellaris in its stead, but hey. I was quite fond of that playthrough, and it was, I believe, the second one. Yeah, it's the second or third one I've lost to a corrupted save since the game came out. Ever. Like, in 5, 6, 7 years of playing, or however much it is, I don't exactly remember, but yeah. In all my years, no, seriously, in all my years, it's just... That's been that. Alright, we could also sell resources. I'm thinking we sell some food, because we don't need that much food. We're gonna turn this Roman Empire into the Soviet Union very soon. Don't you worry. We're gonna start running out of food and starving our population. Low habitability. It's 60%. Caledonia, Eurus, Elysium. Those are cool names. I do want to rethink this, though. It's 60%. It's not 100% in... Yeah, it's not 100% here, is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Because I thought it was like 80 or something for the... No, it's... Ooh, now you got me thinking. Do I want that? Oh, I'm pretty sure I do. See, that one isn't terrible. This is a pretty decent planet. Can have 11 districts. Ooh. Yeah, I still want it though. I'm going to call it Elysium. It's not great, and the name sort of suggests that a little bit, but yeah. Can't be too picky about where we settle, unfortunately. Well, not yet. Certified Science, so Shoulder of Giants. Here's the thing, I've forgotten a lot of these, and there are some new flavor texts as well, so I'm going to read through most of them. Appears that the asteroid V4 whatever, and the surrounding debris originated from a former planet. Okay, cool. So that's extra alloys. The Adratus crew has succeeded in isolating a single embedded signal I can't read today. A signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference in the Yobhanir system. The signal is a song. Huh. Complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation, to be precise, and one that science officer Spurius Placidius cannot seem to get out of their head. Who or what may have composed this song remains unknown. Well, guess what? We're not alone out there, apparently. Huh. It's a little bit concerning, and also fascinating at the same time. Let's go with buffing our research, because, yeah, apparently if there's aliens composing music out there, God knows what else they're going to, or gods know what else they're going to be capable of doing. Okay, so yeah, so far the economy is looking alright. It's not crashing horribly just yet. Mind you, we're in 13 years from the start. It's kind of difficult to crash the economy at this point. You need to be really trying to do it, I understand. Then again, like I said, I am an utter noob ever since Megacorp got released. Like, before that, I was decent at Stellaris. Look, there's games that I'm not great at that are released by Paradox, and there's games that I'm just S tier at. And there's games that I haven't played. This one falls in the middle of the spectrum. So I've never played Thicky 2, and I couldn't tell you the first thing about it. Hearts of Iron, I've played. Not Hearts of Iron 3, I've played Hearts of Iron 4. I'm not terrible at it, but I'm not great. This game is sort of the same, and then you have Europa Universalis and CK2, where I've spent most of my life playing those games at this point, and honestly do not regret a single moment. But, yeah, being a little bit facetious, but, let's survey that, and then go over here. Because you are probably going to loop around over there at some point. Oh, yeah, okay, sorry about that. Forgot that they weren't connected. I mean, they probably are, which is just that we don't know about that. Yeah, maybe not, considering he did plot a route to there successfully. Alright, whatever. And a mining station there too, because we're not doing... Well, we're doing alright with everything, to be honest. We're colonizing 2 planets and we have a ton of energy. And we have more minerals than we know what to do with. Speaking of which, that probably means we should turn those minerals into alloys. Indeed we should, but we don't have the workforce to do it. So, realistically, this is it. Plus, I already have 2 alloy furnaces here. Not much more I can do on that front. Okay, what is this? Yeah, it's routine to do it. Administrative cap increase. By sprawl 39. Wait, what? Oh, right. So, administrative cap is 30, Empire Sprawl is 39. That means everything is increased. Now this is normal. This used to be red, by the way, when it was over the limit. But the good guys at Paradox realized that nobody's really looking at the big red number, and nobody really cares after a certain amount of hours playing the game, because you're always going to be over the Empire limit if you're doing good. Obviously, you can do like a tall build, and you can not spend too much. Yeah, that's boring though. I'm being facetious. Kind of. I was gonna say I'm joking. I'm not exactly joking because it is kind of. It's not my style. I don't really like doing that personally, but I do know people that play like that, and that's completely all right. You shouldn't feel ashamed. Um, no, in all due honesty, though, it's just personal preference, but yeah, it works either way. Right, what about approval rating? Hmm. It's a question. How do I increase approval rating? Level of approval rating will reduce stability, may experience more crime. This is overall. So approval is basically happiness, is what you're telling me, and the overall happiness is not terrible, but not great. Us being the Romans and all, we're going to try and keep it at 50 at all times. Oh, there was a planet right there that we could have colonized. Mind you, this one isn't too big. 11. Mm, yeah, it's alright, I suppose. Okay. Build an outpost there as well. And build us another colony ship, I think. Yeah. Yes, build us another colony ship. And then after that, I think a few more combat vessels, because eventually, well, not eventually, but soon, we're gonna available what? Oh, for like the yeah, yeah, I get it, I get it. You're in charge of the sectors and whatnot. Now here's one thing I'd really dislike them changing, the way sectors work. All that needed changing was the sector AI so that it actually didn't stand around doing nothing for the vast majority of the time. That would have been grand. Just make the sector AI spend the resources I'm giving it. And if it's at resource limit, dump the resources into whatever. Queue things up if you have to, right? Just to not keep yourself. Basically, just not to waste resources. Not to keep yourself at the limit. That's all that needed to be done. In reality, what did we get? Something that probably a lot of people don't dislike, but I have a weird relationship with this game. I love it, and then there's Colonia Aurora. I like it. I love it, and then there's like stuff that are the minor, little, tiny things, and I'm like, oh, I wish that was back to the way it was, and oh, I wish they changed that, and that it isn't the way it is right now, and so on and so forth. But hey, okay, we can remove toxic kelps. I don't need to remove anything right now. We have plenty of room everywhere. Um, let's do farms. Because we're not exactly running low on food, but I would rather not have to worry about it, because, again, this is all fine and well, but we start running out of food, and we're basically the Soviet Union, so I'd rather not do that. Unemployment. Hmm. Well, we could build, like, well, you know what? Let's build an alloy furnace here. It's not going to do wonders. It's going to provide some jobs, but, And then we're going to build a city district. Kudos do things up. Over here, we're going to build Okay, so job produces 2 amenities. What's the other thing? Click to view district details. Trade value. Right. Trade value. Ooh, well, that's not bad then, is it? Build it. We have plenty of minerals. We don't need minerals. I guess we could go for generator after that. I mean, we might as well build these things, because eventually we're going to need them. Which isn't the soundest logic, but then again. Okay, I wonder about, is there a way that I can see the amount of jobs available, or the amount of vacant job slots, if that makes sense? Hmm, probably not. We have an industrial wasteland here. Sprawling slums, Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Really? Get rid of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It's embarrassing. We have garbage floating around in the ocean. Come on. Get it together, people. As far as you're concerned, I would very much appreciate sorry, some more resources. Okay, research that as well. And all is fine in the Empire, apparently. We've yet to encounter any form of alien life. We're expanding everywhere. It's just glorious. New colonies are being set up. Everyone is happy. More ships are being built by the day, and everyone is thinking to themselves internally, or not even probably there's public debates going on about why on earth is that elite? That's elite, isn't it? It's 13. Not there. It's over there. Somewhere, no? Yeah. It's 1337. It's Elite 99. Can we rename it? Probably when we colonize this bit. I'm gonna rename it, if I remember. What do you want? Unemployment? Yeah. Don't worry. We're gonna provide plenty of employment for everyone. You're all gonna be happy. It's gonna be glorious. We need consumer goods. All of a sudden, and that's all right. We're gonna get them. But I do absolutely adore these sort of situations. Ooh, this is a nice little bit here. There's tons of territory nobody can get to. No, I say nobody. I like role playing. I really, really do. Even in games like this, I like role playing because, as far as we're concerned right now, we're the only sentient things in the galaxy. Obviously, you and I know the truth, but let's not tell anyone that yet. Because I like to imagine that there's like public debates and stuff going on about like do we even need an armed navy, stuff like that. Wouldn't just ground forces be enough? It's fun. It's fun all round. Nebula refining. And mining station output is good though, but minerals from miners is also good. How do we make most of our Ooh, we make most from stations actually. And I think I prefer to keep it that way. Make most from stations as a natural resource, bring them onto the planet to refine them into alloys. The minerals, I mean. And leave the mining for sort of, like a bit of a side project. So yeah, I'll go with this then, if that's the case. What do you not have here? Housing. Well, we're working on that as well, apparently. So, huzzah. Yeah, generate a district here. And the only way we get more consumer goods is by building... Ooh, cool. The only way we get more consumer goods, I remember now, is by building buildings and not districts. Okay, gotcha. Unknown signal. A weak but insistent signal transmits on repeat in the whatever system. Polemius Silvius has appointed its source to emanating from within the mouth of a destabilized a subspace rift at the system's edge. What could be on the other side? We have detected what appears to be a natural occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Dwumgar system. A rift in the very fabric of space-time has formed here, creating a wormhole that our science drones speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located somewhere else in the galaxy. If only we could stabilize it somehow. Faction founded, the Red Legion. Strength through unity. Okay. Strength through unity. What's your problem? What are your issues? Autocracy. Startified society. Through a certified economy, slavery even purging will greatly strengthen the... Okay, so you're gonna love me. And you have no current issues, but you're not really happy about anything either, the Red Legion. Which is just how we want everything to go, considering, yeah, we're not exactly building a utopia here. Let's go with Courier Network. For now, even though it's not the greatest thing ever, but we'll have completed expansion, which gives us... all your plans to build one additional district. That's terrible, but okay. And then these are the ones... Actually, don't show me the unavailable ones. I don't want to know. Well, I don't want to know right now. I'll want to know later. Transcendent Learning, actually really good. Like, actually really good. Useless. Kind of useless. Useless. Good. Not bad. Nihilistic acquisition. The notion of self-determination cannot be a moral absolute. Holistic goals clearly outweigh individual concerns. That's the raiding bombardment stance. Not really Roman. Slaves through conquest, not through raids, is sort of going to be our thing. But it is cool. Shared destiny, no. I think I'm still going to go with the pretty obvious one, the technology, straight up. Because here's the thing, we unlock that one, we don't get access to the mega ones down here yet, right? The Voidborn, the Master Builders, the Colossi, stuff like that. That comes later at like 3rd or 4th Ascension perk, I think. So for now, I think we go with technology to get an edge over the AI. But after that, we might want to go to, like, upgrading our leaders. Because I really like that one. Because here's the thing. He's going to get up to level 5. Grand. Awesome. Terrific. He's up at level... He's at level 5. Best scientist we can field. There's level 10 anomaly right here. His level 5 means nothing to me. Now he gets up to level 7, he gets up to level 8, now you're talking, right? Used to be that anomalies were stuck at level 5 and you couldn't go above level 5. At that point, like, you know, it was like, whatever, he's at level 5, he's perfect. Then they got up to like level 6 or 7 or something like that, then you were like, alright, still level 5 can manage it. Now they go up to level 10, yeah. Plus, you do get other benefits from him being level 6 and level 7. Now they're proper levels, they're not just levels by name, if that makes sense. You know, you get proper benefits just like you would get from going from level 3 to level 4, so that's good. Anyways, 40 minutes are up. Let's wrap the episode up here and figure out why I don't have any audio or very little of it at any rate. Mind you, there wasn't much to listen to at any rate. It's not exactly like it's a game booming with all sorts of audio varieties. At any rate, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video and want to stay tuned for the rest of the series on the channel. Until next time, I bid you all farewell, have fun, and take care. Bye-bye.